Welcome to Lulu India Utsav 2021. My name is Nikita. I'm from The Veggie Fix on Instagram, MasterChef India Season 4 winner, and a brand influencer based in Abu Dhabi. Revolutionizing Indian cuisine is my passion. So here I am to showcase 2 exclusive Indian recipes to all of you in honor of the 75th Indian independence. Let's get started. For the first recipe, I'm making a Tiranga bread in which each of the 3 major colors of the Indian flag are going to be inspired by the flavors of the North, South and West. Now you may wonder why not the East. Well, I'm saving that one for the next recipe, which is going to be a dessert. So for the Tiranga bread, we're going to prepare 3 different flavors of bread dough. The first one we're going to do is an orange colored dough, which is going to be flavored with tomato. And then we're going to fill it with a filling that's going to be inspired by the west of India. So let's start. First, we're going to take a cup of plain flour or maida into a mixing bowl. And to this, I'm going to add all the dry ingredients. We're going to add a tablespoon of milk powder and half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of dry yeast, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and that's all for the dry ingredients. Just give this all a good mix. Now that the dry ingredients are mixed well, we're going to add in the liquids. For that, I have some tomato paste here, and into that I'm going to mix some water. And to this, I'm also going to add a tablespoon of oil. And just give this all a good mix. And this is what's going to add a beautiful orange color to our dough, all natural. And it's also going to add a lovely tomato flavor to your bread dough. Just pour this into your flour mix. And start mixing. You can see the orange dough is coming together. Now at this point, the dough is looking a little dry, so I'm going to add a bit more water. You want to use warm water. It'll just help activate the yeast really nicely. I'm adding a few more tablespoons of water. The dough should look kind of smooth once it's kneaded. And this is done. Our orange colored tomato flavored dough is ready. All we have to do is just let this rest for some time. And I also have the white and the green dough that I've prepared exactly the same way. The white one is just plain without any flavoring, and the green one is made with spinach puree instead of tomato paste. And the 3 doughs are prepared exactly the same way, same exact recipe, and all we need to do is cover this and let this rest for about half an hour till we prepare the fillings. So our bread doughs have been resting, and now it's time to prepare the fillings. I think the fillings is one of the things that makes this bread very, very unique. We're going to start with the green dough filling, and that is going to be inspired from the north of India. So let's begin. I'm going to start with a tablespoon of salted butter. And to this, I'm going to add I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of labne, and then we're going to add in all the masalas. Now this filling is inspired by the north of India, and it's very similar to a Haryali paneer tikka filling. So this bread, the green portion, is literally going to taste and remind you of paneer tikka masala. We're going to start with chaat masala, black salt, dried mint, a good amount of it, finely chopped green chilies as per your liking, some green fresh coriander, finely chopped, And that's it. Give this all a good mix. Make sure the butter and the labne is evenly combined. And done. So this is the first filling that's going to go into the green dough, and this is from the north. Set this aside, and we are now doing the next filling, which is going to be from the south, and that is going to go into the white dough. So once again, start with salted butter, 1 tablespoon. Some labne once again. And into this, the dry masalas, we're going to add some sambar powder. This is going to give a very, very unique flavor to the bread. Some fresh grated coconut. Some urad dal roasted. This is going to add a lovely crunch to the filling. And then we're going to add some finely chopped curry leaves. There is no South Indian cooking without curry leaves. And of course, a little bit of salt to taste. Give this all a good mix. And your second filling is done. Super easy, right? Now the last one is one from the east. We're going to do a pav bhaji masala filling that's going to go into the orange bread. The bread is tomato flavored, so it has a nice tangy flavor. And now all the spicy filling is going to literally make it taste like pav bhaji. A tablespoon of butter again. And labne once again, and the dry masalas. We're doing a pav bhaji filling, so of course we need to add pav bhaji masala. Add a good amount of it, because remember, this needs to go into the bread, so the flavors need to get balanced. If it's too bland, then it's not going to taste very good. The flavors of the filling have to be quite strong and pungent. We're going to add into this finely chopped onion, finely chopped green capsicum, a good amount of garlic, green coriander, and that's it. Give this a good mix. And done. So our 3 fillings and our 3 bread doughs are all ready. Now it's time to roll, assemble and shape it. So the bread doughs are ready, the fillings are ready. Now it's a matter of just putting it together, shaping it up and baking it. So let's start with the white dough first. The doughs have been resting for about 30 minutes. This gives it time to ferment a bit. Okay, so the white bread dough, I'm just going to knead it one more time. Okay, and I'm going to start rolling this. You want to roll it into sort of a long shape, a long oval. That's it. You want to roll it to about a 1/4 inch thick, just like this. And then I'm just going to stretch it out to roughly form a rectangle. It doesn't have to be exact because it's not going to be visible once we shape it. That's good enough. And on this, I'm going to spread the filling that was done with sambar powder and coconut, the South Indian filling. You want to add all of it and just spread it out evenly, but make sure to leave a little edge around without the filling. This will just help us seal the dough really well. Spread the filling evenly, and then we're going to brush the open edges with a little bit of water. Okay, that's it. So once this is done, we're going to start rolling this. You want to roll it nice and tight all throughout. And once you reach the end, you want to close and seal the edge this way. And close the ends as well, and just roll this one more time. That's it. So this is one roll, and the same way we're going to prepare the other two, the orange and the green one. I'm going to set this one here, and now we're going to prepare the green one. And this one is from the north. Knead it lightly once. And begin rolling. You need the rolls to be about the same size. Shape this into a rectangle, and in this we're going to add our green paneer tikka filling. And spread this the same way. Make sure not to get any of the filling on the edges. Okay, this is done. Once again, brush some water around the edges. And roll it the same way. You want to roll it as tight as possible. but be gentle at the same time. Okay. Once you reach the end, just seal the edges so the filling doesn't leak out when the bread bakes. Close the other two ends. And once again, roll it. And it should be about the same size as the white one. That's perfect. Set them aside and let's do the last one now. Now it's time to spread the last filling, which is our pav bhaji flavored filling. Okay, that's it. One last time, brush some water around the edges. And start rolling once again. Seal the edges. Close the ends and roll it. And we're almost there. Now we have our three colored filled bread dough logs, rolls, whatever you want to call it, ready. All we're going to do is we're going to braid this and then set it into our loaf tin. So I'm going to set this in order, the orange one first, the white one, and then the green one. Just like that. I'm going to first close the three ends and then I'm going to simply braid this one over the other just like that. And here I'm going to seal the three edges once again. The two ends need to be pressed well and you can just kind of tuck it in. And I'm going to set this into a loaf pan. We're going to grease this loaf pan with some oil so the bread doesn't stick as it bakes. Make sure you grease your tin very well. Okay, and this is gonna go inside. Just make sure it fits into your tin. Carefully lift it and place it right in. You just tuck the edges and then we're going to brush the surface of the bread with some buttermilk. This is going to add flavor and also give it a nice crust. Generally, when you brush breads, you do it with an egg wash, but we're doing a complete vegetarian eggless recipe. So we're using buttermilk to brush the top of the bread. Okay, once you've brushed the top, we're then going to do a little bit of topping. I'm using black sesame seeds on the white portion because of course we need something to represent the Ashok Chakra on the flag. Okay. And a little bit of dried mint on the green. This is optional, but it just enhances the look of the bread. And that's it. The bread is ready for the oven. Oven's been preheated to 180 degrees Celsius. We're going to bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the bread is cooked all the way through. You want to make sure that the top doesn't brown too much. But apart from that, it's done. So the bread is baked and it's ready. I'm going to pull it out of the oven. So the bread is baked and it's looking and smelling amazing. We just need to let it cool down for about 10 minutes in the tin, and then we flip it out and let it cool down further before we can slice and enjoy it. The bread has been cooling for about 10 minutes on the wire rack. I'm just transferring it on my serving board. And let's slice it and see what it looks like. And look at that, 3 different colors of the bread and the 3 different flavors. This is absolutely beautiful. So here was my attempt at recognizing and celebrating the various flavors of India on a platter. I truly hope you enjoyed watching this recipe and will recreate it in your kitchen. Happy Independence Day! Don't forget to check out your nearest Lulu store where they have amazing offers and promotions on all Indian products. Wishing all my fellow Indians very happy Independence Day.